Another Sunday means another rebellion entering the arena right now. Tsumugi Shirogane, who tonight will face off against Susie in a special guest referee match. We'll see if she's able to defeat the odds tonight. That being said, that's just one of many matches as we go on to actually start our episode. Good day, good people. Another fine day in the year of the Resolve 2 Day, Bravo Day, Anomaly, the Anomaly Cars, Itzy, who's over there, who will be over here at some point after I create some mechanism to keep Itzy up. Right now, though, Itzy says hi. Pilot's also there, I suppose. USAviator, welcome to AWE Rebellion. We have ourselves a strong show. We are on the build-up, the official build-up to Brawl OWN, as tonight we named 2 more people who will go on to the Brawl OWN Masquerade Brawl match. However, that's at the end of this month. This Friday is Inferno. And I think it's time we talk about what will be at Inferno. You guys know a couple of things. First and foremost, Dottore, Kyutaro, and Yosuke are all fighting for that tables championship after Dottore's big win against Arvin. Kyutaro picking up a victory against the newcomers. They're all battling triple threat style in tables championship action. We also know Mew and LA Nair will be competing in Beat the Clock challenges. They have submitted who their rivals will be facing, and for Mew, it will be the person who pinned her at AV Mania 3. It will be the leader of Spina di Rosula, Navia. As expected, however, maybe slightly less expected, Mew potentially just looks to weaken LA Naia and has chosen the brutal Boss. Knows that Boss is beatable, but may take a while. And that's all Mew needs. But speaking of Spina di Rosula, we will see the boys of Spina di Rosula go toe-to-toe with the tag team champions Sonic and Knuckles, and it should be a spectacular tag team match, 2 of the best in our division. That being said, Sonic and Knuckles have been rushing through the division, and they will be defending those titles at Brawl OWN. That being said, though, to ensure that we don't have those nasty fiends, Thomas and Kanji, I'm ensuring that they're busy because after talking to Friday via Asnir and Pablo, want a little bit of action, and so those 2 will be going toe-to-toe in tag team action with Kanji and Thomas. And that's honestly not quite it yet. We also have March 7th will officially be going toe-to-toe with Hina, and that date, that championship day, will be at Brawl OWN. The person who almost had that championship day was Sakura Ogami. And she will be facing March 7th, this Friday, 1v1. But that's not the only time Sakura will be in action this week, because she's actually in action tonight in Brawl OWN, because in our main event, Sakura will be going, as you guys see in the description more than likely, toe-to-toe with Nemona, the battle-hungry one, with Mabel, the newcomer, to see who will be going on to that Masquerade Brawl, as well as Itto and Yosuke, 2 tag team partners coexisting tonight, both champions in a champion versus champion match. Flair has been begging for an opportunity in the AWE OC champion. Eren is more than willing to oblige. They will be going one-on-one in the middle of our night. Susie and Tsumugi, as we already mentioned, will be going toe-to-toe. after our opener, and that opener is about to start right now. Cassius, Sprite, Xingqiu, and Fulgent. One of these gentlemen will be going on to the Masquerade Brawl, the other two will have one more opportunity. But we'll see who wins tonight as the stars go. Black. Let's get to talking. Xingqiu
is a triple threat extreme rules match.
A lover of swords.
Making his way to the ring from Sydney, Australia.
A lover of books.
At 207 pounds.
Xingqiu is here. Impressed in his very first showing on the road to AV Mania 3. Has an opportunity to potentially become an all-star by the end of the month. But it's not, oh, not the end of this month. The end of next month. It's still technically September. So, I'm excited for it. Xingqiu, the best of luck to him. He went toe-to-toe in, I think, a fatal 5-way match. Something of that nature, maybe 6 people, who knows. I'll tell you what, though, at the very end, it was him and Coffin K, and they put on a show, but Coffin K stood tall. Xingqiu wants to be the one standing tall tonight. With that kick in his arsenal, will he be able to do such a feat? I'll be real. I think it's very much possible. We're about to find out, though, because he's going up against the #1 bracer. Aiding Kaito in his rehabilitation, still seeking an opportunity for himself as well. And I want you guys to walk and talk with me. There is a world where both Cassius and Kaito walk out as champions at the end of Brawl. That being said, there's also a world where Cassius, instead of Kaito, is cashed in on. You know what I'm saying? Al Haytham has been eyeing Kaito, but he could also eye Itto. He could also eye Cassius Sprite if he goes on to win the All-Star Championship on Brawloween. There's a lot of worlds. A lot of worlds where things could happen. Cassius finds himself in the middle of it all, especially if he wins this match. However, someone who Cassius has a little bit of shared history with. Enter the Dragon Prince of Fate,
From another time, weighing in
Fulgent.
at 192 pounds.
A fantastic singer, a boy band aficionado. Fulgent is here. Fulgent also won. No, didn't win anything, but I'll tell you their shared history with Cassius. Cassius, Fulgent, both making their way to the ladder match at AV Mania 3. How they both got there? The same exact path. They both got the same amount of eliminations, tying for most eliminations in last year's Fight Before Christmas Rumble. This time around, they might not share history. One has to potentially pin the other. Xingqiu, however, is the wild card as these two go toe-to-toe at the very least. Fulgent is confident. Will he win? I'm not sure, but we do know this man can cook. We've seen Fulgent cook against a robot before. He lost that match, but boy, did he cook. Sometimes it's not about winning, it's about putting on a show. That being said, at the end of the day, it is about wins. At the end of the day, it's about who you've beaten. Fulgent needs more wins under his belt. Could he start tonight? Jessica officiating this match. Let's see how it all plays out as it begins. Fulgent. Fulgent and Xingqiu going right after each other. Fulgent looked like he was going for a suplex, but instead went for a face buster and an elbow to the back of Xingqiu. Cassie's right. Snap suplex on the Fulgent. Xingqiu tried to hit a chop. Gets caught by Cassius as he's running into the ropes, dodging the referee and hitting a dropkick right to the face of Xingqiu. But look at that. I was gonna say, almost connecting was Fulgent, able to get right back up to break up that quick pinfall. Fulgent and Cassius, they might be the two to watch in this fight, but don't turn your back on Xingqiu, although he is taking, right now, all of the damage in this fight. Tried to go after the legs, but I'll tell you what, maybe he caught a piece of it because not accurate was Fulgent with that high-flying maneuver. You would think with someone with dragon DNA, someone who could soar as a dragon, would be able to, you know, fly a little bit better, but I think everybody realizing outside of the ring is where you can dish out the most damage. So both of them seem to 2-on-1 Fulgent and Xingqiu, 2-on-1 in Cassius for just a moment. Cassius out of nowhere with that face buster. Didn't even look like a DDT. He ended in a face buster as Cassius taken down by Fulgent. Fulgent taken to the high heavens and dropped head back of the neck on the barricade, ricocheted off. Remember though, pinfall submissions happen in the ring, and this is pinfall submission. One pinfall, one submission wins this fight, not elimination. It is triple threat action, true triple threat rules, and each of these Brawlowian qualifiers, Masquerade Brawl qualifiers, is Cassius. I was gonna say reverse the Irish whip, but instead Xingqiu with a shoulder block. Tried to take out the both of them, only took out himself. Cassius down for none. Xingqiu breaks it up. Fulgent the only one to have worked up a signature so far. In fact, Fulgent's taken so little damage in this fight so far. Ooh, but after getting dropped in the head, he kept right back up. What is he made of? Dragons and water, probably. But you know what? Still, Mans is a beast as Cassius is down for one, just one, and a ladder has been introduced into the action. Please don't fall on that to funnily roll up. And a kick to the back is even. Damage starts to even out on everybody. Cassius unfortunately trying to hit everybody. Gets his back broken by the Dragon Prince Fulgent. Xingqiu tried to go, oh my gosh! Tried to go for a spear tackle in the corner, but counter into a DDT, raised to the heavens, but Xingqiu again with a cheeky counter into a pinfall. That's one, that's two. Reverse into another pin, and Cassius, he looks like Cassius kicked him, and he used that momentum to roll into another pinfall, and Cassius had to break that pinfall up too. Jessica, unfortunately, getting the worst for wear in that other breakup, as Cassius is slammed back down to the mat. And Xingqiu gets us that spiked right onto the double L's of Rebellion, and what is this by Cassius? Bright! Now these gentlemen are cooking. I ain't never seen nothing like that with those transitions, as once again Fulgent the only person standing. Xingqiu with the reversal instead gets a hand from the other side by Cassius. They work together, scoop the legs of Xingqiu, wheelbarrow him back, and Xingqiu forced to roll outside of the ring. Cassius, no signature, no finisher. Keep in mind though that Fulgent does have one. But Cassius is just maybe one hit away from building one up, and just like that, he's got it. Will he be able to use it, though, as a wheelbarrow bulldog? Connects, flying forearm, busting Xingqiu wide open. And returning fire with one of his own, his a whole lot stronger, as we see 1, 2, breakup by Cassius. Bright, no resiliency, had to be burned by Fulgent. Cassius with a reversal. Big chops neck breaker by the #1 bracer. That's the #1 neck bracer. Oh, and a neck breaker by Fulgent as well too. All three of these gentlemen stood up, but not anymore. Falling into the pinfall, but immediately breaking it up. That kick decapitated poor Fulgent. Cassius drop. No, not even a drop kick. Single leg boot right to the face of Xingqiu. Fulgent realizing this might be the best time to use that maneuver, face buster, flatliner, if you will. Table's actually been set up. In a non-tables match, a cutter onto the ladder. His neck didn't collide with it, but his body sure did collide with that ladder. Goodness gracious. Xingqiu, even after hitting that finisher, is in immense danger, but Fulgent, I think he thought about hitting that finisher on Cassius Bright, but instead, ooh, not the finisher either. Every so often, I think he's going for that Dragon Vein. Didn't go for it that time, neckbreaker on the Fulgent. Xingqiu groggy on the outside. If you wanted to go for a quick pin, he might be able to steal resiliency from Fulgent. No, Cassius not done yet, saying, I got a whole lot more fight left in me, and I know that you do too, as he gets dropped first, small to back, onto the knee. They work together against the Dragon Prince. Double cutter, oh my gosh! Xingqiu trying to follow up and capitalize, not able to do so. Cassius, the ultimate strategist, flatliner into the turnbuckle. This man is the king of flatliners, and that is one. That's two. Kick out, didn't have resiliency. He almost stole that match. That's nuts. Kick into a super kick on the outside. He waves those fingers saying, #1 bracer, baby. Tried to stop Fulgent from getting that weapon. Fulgent still able to get the upper hand on Cassius Bright. Bright back up to his feet. Tried it another cutter. Instead picks the leg. Fulgent with a reversal. I think reversed that finisher. He was going for that bracer hold, as instead the jaw of Cassius drives right into the mat. Doesn't take advantage of it though. Oh, but I think he might be trying to take advantage right now. We know that he's got that beautiful elbow from the top rope. Oh my gosh, bouncing the head off the trash can. Tried to bounce it again, instead, woo, wicked clothesline. Sneaky pinfall. Fulgent does not have resiliency right now. 1, 2. Fulgent kicks out. Oh my gosh. This has been a high octane. Blood is splattered all over the mat. Tried to go for the atomic drop. Missed out on it. Reversal there. Oh, but not able to take advantage because Cassius breaking up whatever Xingqiu had planned. His face tossed into the turnbuckle, and out of nowhere, oh my gosh, face almost a flatliner as well. Tilt-a-whirl flatliner. Cassius Bright, the king of flatliners again. Clothesline by Xingqiu, exploding out of the corner. Tried it that kick. Cassius was a step too fast. Cassius, I don't know who you were trying to kick there. But he's going for that flatliner again into the turnbuckle. Goes to the pin right afterwards. Fulgent, I know, is up for 1, for 2. Well, color me surprised. Xingqiu, he might not have had resiliency ready. I'd have to go back and look. You guys can clearly see. But he might not have had resiliency ready. Fulgent was outside, I think, taunting. Unfortunately, not able to get into the ring in time, and Cassius used that to his advantage. We talked about it earlier. The ultimate, not opportunist, the ultimate strategist. And when you're a match with a man who is a quote-unquote strategist in Fulgent, you gotta think to yourself, should the advantage really lie to Cassius Bright? Of course it should. He's the #1 bracer. And he goes on to Brawloween. I'm not sure who else will go on to Brawloween. Maybe these other two will. Xingqiu and Fulgent, one more opportunity in that Masquerade Brawl 8-man Battle Royale. That being said, stars, they go. Black, once again, congratulations to Cassius Bright as our night rolls on. Sudden ending there, admittedly. Can't say I didn't enjoy it though, but we go on, and it is a special guest referee match. Miss Noelle will be refereeing a rematch between Susie and Tsumugi. And one has to wonder, maybe Susie lost to Tsumugi because her mind wasn't in the game because she thought Noelle was gone. After we saw that footage, you could imagine the rage got the better of her this time, knowing that Noelle is there and knowing that Noelle is by her side, even as a referee in this fight. one has to think advantage clearly goes to Susie. That being said, I guess we'll find out in just a moment. Shall we? As the stars go. Black. Out first. It is Noelle Holiday, the Queen of Ice, has arrived. What does this mean? I'm not sure. Noelle has had a rough summer. Luckily, it's almost the holiday season, baby. Noelle Holiday's still alright. Still fine, still in fit fighting form. I still believe actually is cleared to compete, was checked on by medics, by the medical team. She should be a-okay. That being said, mentally maybe she's not a-okay. Because you have to imagine, she probably thinks Tsumugi was out here essentially playing God. Choosing who lives, who dies, with Noelle's head on the table. However, armed, potentially with a move that she doesn't know. Who knows? But she's gonna call this match. Look, I'll be real. If I were Noelle, I wouldn't call it right down the middle. I'm gonna just put it out there. That being said, we'll see how it all unfolds. Because coming out next, it is her friend, it is her partner.
First, from the edge of reality, the Beast, Susan!
Someone who's gotten a lot of shine recently. Welcome versus Susie. Tsumugi's gonna have her hands full in this fight. Noelle specifically requested that she see these two battle, that she called this fight. It's the least that we could do for her. That's all she wanted. And we gave it to her. A good for her, I suppose. I'll be real, I'm not even sure if this is gonna be a real fight. This might just be an onslaught that sees Tsumugi have to weather a storm laid out for her against Susie. Although, I'll be real, maybe Noelle will call it right down the middle. Maybe she will. Once again, if I were her, I wouldn't. If I were Susie, I wouldn't expect her to. We'll see how it all plays out, though. Susie, best of luck to you. Although, I'm gonna be real, I'm not sure if you need luck. Let's be honest. Susie, we'll see how it goes. I'm excited. She is going toe-to-toe, one-on-one, with a Tsumugi. There's a Tsumugi, there's a Susie. We love calling this match.
Authority Megacorp HQ,
Tsumugi, best of luck to you. She's still scratched up. She's got this headband, I guess, around her head. It kind of looks like a tied-up towel. I'm not sure what's going on with that. I have not asked, but I've been told by medical that she is, despite some scarring, still cleared to compete. As she had made her return this past fracture. She had to, but she's here. And I guess best of luck to her. We know that we have a lot of Tsumugi fans, but I'll be real, we have a lot of Noelle fans, we got a lot of Susie fans, and it's rough to see these two have to beef it out, because you gotta love all of them. There's an argument to be made for all of them. We'll see what this match has in store, though. Tsumugi very clearly still meaning business tonight, eyeing the audience. The best are here. Great sign, whoever that is. Mugi versus Susie, live on Rebellion, and it starts. Whew. Right now, so get your popcorn, Stay in your seats, get your LA Knights, yeah, and let's get this show on the road. Let's see how it all plays out. Mugi, Susie, Noelle. Let's see how it all plays out. Immediately Susie with a takedown. Goes for the quick pin afterwards. One. Honestly called it. Right down the middle, perfect pin call. Try to stomp on the neck. Mugi with a reversal. Flying clothesline. Noelle running into position. One. Still also a perfect pin call. So you know what? I'll be real, maybe she is calling it right down the middle. Susie dropping the skull of Mugi into the corner. Big stomps by Susie. Oof. Whipping the leg. Stomp to the back of the neck. And an elbow right to the heart. This is, admittedly, a very even fight so far. As even as it gets, as the Susie's dropped by Tsumugi. Tried to hit a reversal with that kick, but Mugi ready for her there as well. Susie tossed on the outside. Noelle not counting. Noelle not counting at all. Which is, I suppose, fascinating. Oh, the whole game blipped out there for a second, but I digress. Maybe it wasn't a blip out. Maybe it was just that the camera was intersecting up there with the everything. Who's running the cameras tonight? Which one of y'all is doing? Which one of y'all has a ghost camera? What are y'all doing? Kick right to the throat. Referee's discretion, I guess. No counts being made, at least right now, not while Susie's out there, as she runs Mugi right into the steel steps. Thinks about doing it again, but Mugi with the reversal able to return fire. Turnabout is fair play, and does it again to Susie. And again. Mugi looking to get a, okay, hold on. Got a megaphone. Can't really see what's going on here. Uses it, but once again, Noelle just watching. Could have called the match for that. Instead, doesn't do a thing. All right, look. Whoever's look. I don't know which one of y'all is in charge of the cameras, because y'all are doing. We need Kuzu back apparently, because y'all are having a bad time with these cameras. I don't know who has the cameras tonight. Oh, but I can tell you who has a hockey stick tonight. We got ourselves a hoss fight. And with the big chops. Turn around neck breaker. Wasn't even a neck breaker. Into a pinfall. That is 1, 2. Called it down the middle. May not be calling weapons. May not be calling. Maybe she just wants to see Susie tear Tsumugi apart. But right now it's Tsumugi who has the full advantage as straight jacket. No. Reversal by Susie. And a headbutt right to the jaw. Into the pinfall. That's 1. That's 2. Little quick, but still just 2. Tossed into the ropes. Oh, she might be thinking that kick. Decapitates poor Mugi, who doesn't have resiliency built up. That's 1. That's 2. That's not the end of this fight. That is not the end of this fight. Begs for Mugi to get up. What is she thinking? Go and dive and gets all of it. Leg first through the throat of Tsumugi as she continues to fire away as Noelle just watches on low-key blankly. Not moving. She hasn't really moved from that spot for the most part. Simply just does minor turns to see the action. Not doing counts. Just watching. And maybe watching as Susie does begin to tear poor Tsumugi apart. And I'm sure at this point Noelle's saying, yep, she deserves this double X handle almost to the back of the neck. Mugi rages up. But a response by Susie. Susie firing back. Mugi still all right in this fight. Suplex on the outside. As Mugi tries to guide Susie back to the ring. Susie standing tall in this fight. As Tsumugi down on the ground, rocked a little bit. As these two trade blows left and right. Shot, nope. Again and again. Shot to the face, no, again and again. No, a reversal there as well. Big chop by Tsumugi, these two. Hold on, another chop by Tsumugi. But a super kick out of nowhere to Tsumugi, and that is one. That's two, and that's also not resiliency. Also not resiliency. But it might be in a no, I was gonna say it might be in a second. Mugi, wait, we've seen this. Leg balance insecurity. She got all of it, rolls Susie into the pinfall. That's 1, 2. It was good. Noelle got down there a little bit slow on that 1 count, but was perfect every other time with the pinfalls. Essentially is calling this right down the middle. Oh, but we might be saying Tsumugi is going right to the mat as she decimates 1, 2, kick out. If anything in this fight, as Tsumugi gets tossed to the outside, honestly, kind of in the ropes, but doesn't get a rope break. She just threw her afterwards. Mugi might be out cold in this fight. She's not. She was able to crawl into the corner afterwards, but man.
Here is your winner, the Beast, Susie.
And maybe it was just having Noelle to call that fight that gave Susie the advantage that she needed. The confidence that she needed to quell the rage so she could maintain the focus. Noelle did call it right down the middle. We all might have been wrong. We thought Noelle was going to be completely one-sided, but that was right down the middle. It wasn't like Cherry, who did not do a very one-sided job, but you know, this one was pretty much right down the middle. Good on her, and good on Susie taking that W as the stars go. Susie running through all of the people who have caused Noelle trouble, and she's got to be pleased with herself. I'm sure Noelle is also pleased with her. This has been a show for them. Cassius picking up the win in the first fight, Susie right afterwards tonight. We're also going to see Flair versus Eren, and I'll tell you what, there are no rules. Extreme rules, they can use whatever they wish. I heard Flair wanted a fight. If you want a fight, you better be prepared for a fight. It is the OC champion versus Flair, and it begins as the stars go. Black. Let's start by talking about Flair. Flair, as she is right here, has never actually had an AWE match, I believe. Briefly joined the other side before realizing not for her. Also, I believe kind of begged Nice for a fight and ended up fighting deitized, I'm not sure what the correct vernacular is, as to be turned into a deity. Miku, who we also haven't seen for a long time. Flair was the first victim, and maybe really the only victim of Hatsune deity Miku. But Flair is back, wants a fight, and I don't know why Flair keeps calling out these big guns, because the biggest gun of them all is here. Armed with boot camp. It is the OC champion, having just beat Stell 1v1 in an amazing turnaround match. Eren
New York,
Toijima
the prestigious
is here.
and champion, Eren Jenny.
Our OC champion will be defending that championship at OC Revolution in November. We'll see exactly how that all plays out. I'm excited to see how it all plays out. Right now, though, step by step, it is Eren versus Flare. Flare admittedly was able to go toe-to-toe with Deity Miku, but I'll be real, Deity Miku has not, like, been a monster fiend of sorts. Has kind of just been okay. Has just kind of been vibing for the most part. But that's neither here nor there. This match is about the OC champion. It's about a challenger in Flare who just wants a fight and ends up wanting to just fight the very best. Will that bite her in the butt again, or will she come out with a big victory tonight? Flare, the challenger, the scrappy challenger, versus the prestiged brawler in Eren Toijima. It's 1v1, and Flare starts off hot with a crossbody. No DQ, anything goes as whip to the outside, and a drop kick to the floor. Holds the X up, saying it's time to keep things rolling. Eren starting to catch her breath in this fight. Oh my gosh! Flare tries to take out the champion, miscalculates dearly, and pays for it. Goes face and body first into, and this time goes face first into the trash can. Flare, I believe, just, okay, yeah, okay. Flare's been hit with that trash can so hard that it is already banged up. But look at that, still able to overcome and toss the OC champion back in the ring. Eren, no longer in control. Flare somehow, some way, dragging the OC champion almost to the corner, but not there, not at the end of this. Goes into this, a big splash. Tried to stomp on Flare. Flare able to get up but gets caught with a kick. Pump kick, not the boot camp, but it was a sick pump kick as the combo of elbows into the half and half suplex. Flare kicks right back up. Had to. You stayed down too long against the OC champion, against Eren, who will hurt you if she needs to. Try to go onto the ropes. Eren a scotch too fast, lifting Flare up. Flare tossed into the corner. No, into the ropes face first. Face and neck first. Stomped on the ankle. Flare with a reversal, kicking the champion down. Stomp on the back, turns the champ around. Another kick right to the small of the back. Champ kips up. Rolls Flare over. Flare kips right back up as well. Neither of them, rather, staying down for too long as Flare's up in the sky. Rolled. Steamrolled over. Eren very happy to be using the Extreme Rules variant of this match, meaning she can do whatever she needs to take the W in this fight. Exactly how she likes it, but this time gets a chair shot right to the skull, goes after the ankle as well, and the arm. Flare not able to take that momentum though, as a Hurricane Rana sends a Flare down. Lift her right back up. Tossed in. Chair in hand this time. It is the champion who tosses it right at the face of Flare. Goes for the pinfall right afterwards. No resiliency built up by Flare yet, but Flare's got a whole lot of fight left. May have been battered and bruised in this battle so far, but it ain't over yet. Knee to the back. Tried to go for that knee again. Instead, it got collided with the mat. Flying forearm right to the chest. Big chop. Tossed into the ropes, goes under, goes over. These elbows, squaring away almost picture perfect on the jaw every single time. Champion on the ropes, forced to roll out of the ring, and now Flare looking for another weapon. saying you threw you put my face into a trash can last time when we returned the favor. Eren is now feeling the effects of being in this match with Flair. Stomp on the elbow. Dragged over, tossed into the ring. Oh, wait a minute. Flair saying, come on, get on up. Flair doesn't have a signature or a finisher, but if this move connects, might have both actually. No, just a signature. Very close to working up that finisher though. Oh, but the champion just a step too fast. Running with that boot. Goes outside the ring. And goes for a table. Pushes in the ring. Flair instead goes for that chair. Turns around. Not able to use it though. Gets caught in the throat with that kick. Picture perfect. Full Nelson suplex. But what's the leg? Stomps. Misses that elbow drop. Eren a scotch too fast. Champion a second too fast. Goes under. Boot camp connects. Ran right into it. Head clean off. 1, 2. And that's just 2. But that is indeed resiliency burned. What do we got here? Suplex onto the table. Climbs to the top rope, thinking about ending this right now with a high-risk maneuver. Knee to the throat. From the heavens, knee to the throat. Someone needs to help Flair in this fight. Trash can tossed in the ring. Flair lifted up, able to get a little bit of action, catching the champ off guard, but champ wisely rolls out of the ring, knows the pinfalls have to happen in there, hits another kick. Look at that, keeping that distance and then running with that momentum to take out the opponent. That is the masterful tactics by our champion as a Hurricanrana connects this time. Flair standing up, trying to hit a drop kick to the back, and maybe has eyes in the back of her head. Eren somehow able to see that unfold, but look at this capture suplex. Right on the outside, Flair on the outside, trying to build up some more damage. Looks at that chair saying, this is my great equalizer, get up. And, tried to nail her. Tried to nail her with that chair, instead Flair tossed to the outside. Kick right to the chest. Goes after the knee. Working on the leg. We know that Flair has that kick as a finisher. Flair could be, I'll be real, in immense trouble, especially as the champion very close to working up another finisher. You get hit with boot camp again. It's curtains. And your career might be curtains if you go through that ladder. Oh no. It's Extreme Rules for a reason. Once again, did you see that? The champion running all the way around. The two of them are kind of just staring at each other at the stairs. So, you know. It's WWE 2K24, baby. I mean, I could just move one of them. But more than anything, I'm curious to see if the game will fix itself. You feel? Oh my gosh. Wait. Okay, y'all, I have to admit, because they got so close to fixing it, I'm curious. Somebody, I hope you started a timer, because I just want to see how long it takes. This is the magic of WWE 2K24 AI. Boy, does it exist. Let's hear it for the competitors. They're working through the rounds. Can we get some different camera angles on this? Yeah, look at this. Look at these two. They're really going at each other right here, right now. There. The champion. On the other side, Flair. How is this going to continue? Let me find out how to get us back to the regular camera mode. I do. Oh, look at him. Look at him go. What was the shortcut? It's not any of that. Yep, there we go. Back to normal. All right. I guess I'll go fix it. Wait. See, now I'm curious again. They're so close now. All right. Well, you know, now I gotta look around. You know. Look at this. You know, it used to be the steel chairs cause all sorts of other glitches, but like this is a unique one. They almost got each other. Almost there. Oh, look at that. Flair wanted this fight. Now a little bit confused as to why she may have wanted this fight. Eren, on the other hand, has already proved herself and says, hey, anyone who wants a taste of the champ, come at me. As these two go toe-to-toe in this brawl. We'll focus back on. See, like, every time I think it's time for me to fix it, they almost fix it themselves. So I'll give them 30 more seconds, you guys. I think they could still do it. I think they just got to get around the stairs. All it takes is for one of them, admittedly, since they're both in the middle of the steps now, if one of them gets that little toss over to the right one more time, it's over. It's free. Will they, though, is the real question. I'm afraid that they won't. So I do believe it might be time for me to get this thing here fixed. Ladies and gentlemen, one more big hand in the chat, in the live chat, for 2K24. Clap it up, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, well, the second I did that, Flair came running. So, Eren will unfortunately probably be eating a move real quick. No, Eren still got the upper hand on that. That's crazy. I don't know how Eren reversed that so fast. That's nuts. Because I saw Flair running immediately. I was like, oh, well, we'll see how this goes. Kept up by Flair. They both had a little bit of time to rest, which is, you know, nice. Eren struggling to the ropes. Flair dropped her on the knee. Goes to the corner. She may be thinking about that kick, but oh, look at that. Eren getting right back up. Flair thought about a DDT, instead transitioned into a suplex. Beautiful suplex. Lifting, no! Sweeping the leg. Eren back in control again. Hits a picture-perfect moonsault into a pinfall. Who's running these cameras? I'm gonna have to run these cameras. Goodness gracious. I don't know how Flair was able to kick out of that after all the damage that she sustained. Well, she's not kicking out of that, ladies and gentlemen. Say goodbye to Flair in this fight, because that is 1, that's 2, and Flair has been defeated by the OC champion.
Here is your winner.
Y'all, who's running the cameras today? Who is it? Which one of these camera people hit in the trash can to get that shot? Which one of you is in the trash can right now? Which one of you is it? I know one of y'all is tripping. I'm not sure if Flair was able to ever connect with that kick in this fight. I don't quite remember, because a lot of it has left my memory because they were kind of just jittering at each other for about 2 minutes. That being said, what a brawl we've had, as we must go on, as the stars go. What? we go on to a champion versus champion match. It is the phenomenal, I don't know. It's Yosuke, High Flying Hanamura versus Arataki Itto, the All-Star Champion. Two folks at the top of their game right now. Who's gonna come out on top? Not even former tag team champions. They never like split. They just, you know, excelled more as single superstars. If they wanted to get back together to take down Sonic and Knuckles, I think that there's a possibility that they could. That being said, tonight they have a friendly 1v1. Itto is in action, and he's in action right now as the stars go. Black. Alright. Let's start off with a man who returned this summer after a wicked injury earlier this year. Yosuke had been hurting. He had been roughed up bad. It wasn't even earlier this year, or was it late last year? It's champion versus champion. And it is Yosuke. He has had a little bit of a different temperament since he's been back, but he does hold not gold, he holds wood, which sounds not so great. But I do digress. I'm checking my watch because I do have somewhere to be in like an hour and some change. But we'd have more than enough time to finish these two matches, unless for some reason these two decide to just blunder around for a whole bunch of time. I would not put it past them though. Yosuke, once again, as we've stated, has had a little bit more of an edge recently. Ended up, I guess, cheating. Kind of against Greg to pick up the tables championship. Kind of cheated against Skull too. Is often seen ripping apart the turnbuckles, trying to distract the referee so he can get the upper hand in many situations. Will he do that tonight against a man who he's called his friend, who stood by his side in the past? One all-star champion, Arataki Itto. The leader of the Arataki gang is your AWE All-Star Champion.
And his opponent from the pits of hell, weighing in at 200.
The All-Star Wrestling World Champion.
All-Star Pro Wrestling World Heavyweight Champion, Itto Yosuke.
Hey. He's one of the best. He's one of the greats. He is the All-Star, as the commentator said, the All-Star Pro Wrestling World Heavyweight Champion. It's a mouthful, but that is our All-Star Champion. Best of luck, Itto. Maybe you can bring some of that light into Yosuke. Yosuke might need a Cassius Sprite of his own, but that being said, he's just doing what it takes to win. And admittedly, it gave him results. Itto, however, did it the long way. He did it the hard way. He fought valiantly, and he fought with honor, and now he's at the top of the All-Star division. It's a 1v1. Oh my gosh, out of the gate. No handshake, no friendly hello, just a pump kick. Oh, look at that reversal. These two admittedly very evenly matched, but Yosuke, as we said earlier, is willing to do anything to win. Immediately goes to the outside, drops Itto's back onto the apron. Jumps over the top rope. Yosuke, it looked like he was thinking about going high flying. Instead, Yosuke is hanging on the ropes. Itto. A reversal there by Yosuke. Wait, maybe not quite. Look at this. Itto. Itto's an all-star champion, the all-star champion for a reason. Punch to the top of the skull. Itto will be defending that championship at Brawl. Will be defending that championship at Brawloween. I'll tell you what, though, he could. I'll be real. We could see Al Haytham cash in right now, and that's not something I thought about. Every time Itto's in a singles match, you really gotta wonder, He could lose right now. Up to the top rope. Itto looking on, saying, Yosuke, take this. Oh my gosh. Yosuke with the power catching Itto. Powerbomb center of the ring. Caught him out of that, but still just a kick out of one, and Yosuke visibly upset about it. Visibly upset. Carry suplex, the strength of the one and only stomp to the ankle. Working Yosuke slowly, but Yosuke gets the knees up. I talked about this a moment ago. These two very evenly matched. Right now, I think the slight advantage is in the favor of Itto, but I'll tell you what, if Yosuke gets a couple big moves off, it is right back down to being even. And as we talk about big moves, he's going high risk because he sends Itto all the way up. And Itto's already rocked. He's already groggy. And it's a top rope Spanish fly. Back on the mat, Itto writhing in agony. As I said, one big move will even things out. And look at those bars, they're evened out. And now in favor, just barely, is Yosuke. Itto, I think, starting to feel that he's losing control in this fight. And surprisingly enough, though, Yosuke has been fighting it correctly. He's been fighting it right down the middle as the elbows go right into the gut of Itto. Itto, if he wanted to, could rage up, automatically have a finisher, but look at that neck breaker transition by Yosuke. Punch to the gut. Itto's got him up. What is he thinking here? Crossing the legs. Oh my gosh! The Oni driver and a kick out of two by Yosuke with no resiliency. Did not burn resiliency, but he might have to burn it soon because Itto's going flying. I ain't never seen an Oni with wings, but Itto soared through the sky. Knee right to the jaw. The jaw, the cheeks, the whole head, maybe even to the temple. He's got big old knees. Tossing Yosuke to the outside. It's a 3 count. Yosuke is up. Itto just goes ahead and gets back in the ring already. Referee trying to yell at him, saying, get in here right now. Instead, Itto says, I'll go after you then. Gets caught with the Hurricane Rana and kips up out of it, but gets caught again with that pump kick by Yosuke. Itto with the reversal. Yosuke about to be on wobbly legs, tossed. Ooh, not into the ring. Itto using the apron himself this time, drops the face of Yosuke onto the apron. Elbow as his head is locked in between the legs. Tossing the barricade. Oh my gosh, back first in the barricade. We're almost at a 5 count. Leg drop. Yosuke is almost stunned. As Itto gets back in the ring, Yosuke is slowly getting up to his feet. Oh, it felt like Itto wanted him to get up, like he was about to jump off, jump out, but look at that. Out of nowhere has him. Oh no, reversal. Yosuke reverses, and then the Yosuke 2! Itto turned around into the Yosuke 2. That's 1, that's 2, that's not even resiliency. He had it too. He had resiliency, but did not burn it. And Yosuke getting desperate. You saw him. It looked like he was going over that corner. It looked like he was going to try and cheat Itto out of this match. But instead, what's going on here? Triangle dropkick. Itto's dropping that man's. Yosuke, his back flies all the way down. He points to the audience and says, hey, this one's for all the Itto fans. He's pointing to you guys. This is for all the Itto fans. Flying crossbody from the heavens to the outside. A knee right to the jaw. Yosuke is getting rocked. Kick to the face. If we were talking about a year ago, we would be saying that Yosuke is at the top of the division and Itto was our tables champion. If you now look at it, the exact opposite is true, and maybe that's starting to weigh on Yosuke's psyche in this match, saying, I'm still number 1. German suplex and a double axe handle. Lifting Itto right back up. Itto able to get the advantage there and rages up. He's pointing all around. We're at a 6 count. Itto hops right back in with a pump kick. Yosuke was ready and waiting for him. Almost built up that signature, and if he uses it, it could be curtains for the one and only. He goes under, he goes over, he goes through, and he goes, sending him flying with a flapjack. Itto's hurting. Neck breaker. Yosuke has that signature. I think it almost looks like he's trying to work up a finisher too, but he might not have that kind of luxury, that kind of time. He does now that he's stunned. Now that Itto's stunned, Yosuke can take his sweet time. Tossing Itto into the corner. Yosuke, scoop slam, now has a signature finisher, and all of a sudden Itto's the one who's in danger. Split, oh my gosh. Into that pin, Itto might have to use his resiliency now, and he does not. It was just too much for Itto. Yosuke leaves without even checking up on us. Oh, he does go to check up on Itto. No, not checking up on Itto. Stomps Itto out. Goodness gracious. The midsection of Itto. Goodness gracious. The competitors become unpredictable, doubling the rate of change of their loyalty / treacherous trait. Loyalty is everything. I'll tell you what, he was not loyal to Itto tonight. Yosuke, why? Yosuke won his non-title match defeating Itto and continuing to attack him after the bell had rung. No doubt the assault was carried out to crush his rival's confidence. Not a rival, their friend, unless it's a friendly rival we were talking about. Yosuke, why? Why? This is what we asked Kaito earlier this year. Why Kaito? Why? Now we're asking the same thing about Yosuke. As not even the stars, Yosuke's heart goes black. Yosuke Hanamura stomping out the All-Star champion. I'll tell you what, I'm shocked and at a loss for words, but it ain't over. Because we got one more match. We have had an exciting night of action, and earlier tonight we saw Cassius Sprite go on to the Masquerade Brawl. Will it be? Instead, this time, Mabel Pines, the battle-hungry Nemona, or Sakura Ogami, who competed at last year's Masquerade Brawl. When you think about it, we're about to find out now as the stars go. Black. And coming out first, as we talked earlier, it is the battle-hungry Nemona. You'll love to see her. She has been a highlight reel of sorts. When we're talking about the AWE recently, she hasn't been like in the title picture, but she has just been a treat to watch. We don't just call her Miss Rumble anymore. Is she Miss Rumble? Yeah. But she's also just a joy. A joy to see compete. She is slowly becoming the AWE's favorite. And she just wants to fight. And fight she shall. Nemona is here for the action. Very excited to potentially be competing at the All-Star the All-Star Masquerade Brawl. I guess we could call it that because it's for the All-Star Championship match at the end of the night. As we focus back in, looking to make her way back to the Masquerade Brawl, Sakura. Now let's talk a little bit about Sakura. Made it to the Masquerade Brawl last year, was in the Masquerade Brawl rather, was not able to capitalize. A woman who has held no titles but has had many memorable, great matches in the AWE. One has to wonder, there is a world, and we talk about these fantasy booking ideas, there is a world where Sakura wins the All-Star Brawl, goes on to fight AJ Lee, and wins the All-Star Championship. We already know now officially that Hina will be fighting March 7th. There's a world where they both walk out with the top championships of the AWE. That being said, The woman that you all brought to... Let's stop for a second. No, not woman. This is the child that you all brought to the AWE with your votes. She impressed. She was almost the first ever All-Star champion, but I'll tell you what, with the star adorned on her sweater, one has to wonder, will she be the next All-Star champion? She's gonna have to face off with two greats. Two greats. In fact, these are three very memorable competitors already, even very early on into her run. Mabel Pines. And none of them have held championships before. We'll see how it all plays out tonight. Mabel, Sakura, Nemona. One will be going on to the All-Star Championship. The other two have one more opportunity later this month. Let's find out just who wins. It is Nemona. It is Sakura. It is Mabel. Jessica knows it's one pinfall to victory. It is no real rules. It is pinfall submission in the ring, and that's it. Knee to the back. Nemona goes after Sakura, not afraid of anybody at this point, going flying in the ring. But Sakura is here to fight. And they're bringing the fight to a Russian leg sweep. Mabel hooking the bad knee with that Russian leg sweep as well. Here's the thing. Even if you've never competed against Sakura, the fact that she's forced to wear that knee brace every day because of Boss, keep that in mind. The fact that she's forced to wear that knee brace every day means that even if you're a brand new competitor, you know where to target her. You could have never seen a Sakura match and you know where to target her. In fact, it may be wiser for her to wear, going flying. It might be wiser for her to wear a knee brace on both knees, admittedly. But I digress. Mabel using her head against Sakura. Sakura, however, reversing with a kick right to the thigh. Grogging against the ropes. And Nemona back in this fight. Mabel head first on the turnbuckle, able to turn this around against Nemona. But look at that from the side. Big knee by Sakura Ogami. The ogre with the slam. And look at this. Nemona turning Sakura around, kick right to the back. And again right to the back. Sakura already pretty hurt back-wise at the very least. Nemona going for that again. Sakura caught in it. Trying to roll outside of the ring. Remember, one pinfall gets the victory. Everyone's got to start to wear each other out. But Nemona's really literally taking no damage in this fight. But after that reversal, Nemona may be in the most trouble because Mabel automatically has that signature now after that big reversal. Kendo stick. Very familiar weapon in the hands of Sakura. She is the queen of the dojo match, only ever losing one in history. Oh my gosh! Tried to hit that kick. It looked like it might have caught both of them just narrowly. Spinning around with that slam. Still spinning. She's strong. She's real strong. Oh my gosh, big splash. Nemona with the power to carry Sakura like that. She is all muscle. She is heavy. Drop kick to the back. Rolls Sakura over. Break up very quickly by Mabel. She was already there. I'm not sure why she went for it, to be honest. Tossed in. Tried to hit Hurricane Rana, but caught by Nemona. She's battle seasoned. Battle seasoned, battle tested, but now she's battling Sakura Ogami, who has a signature stored up. Goes to get another weapon as Mabel looks to... Oh, that's not a kendo stick. That's a whole sledgehammer. What's Mabel thinking out here? I think Mabel thinking it's time to go flying. Looks at Nemona. Sakura says, hey, go for it. As she goes flying, steps out of the way. Nemona, as I said earlier, battle tested. Maybe Mabel is a little bit still too green for this fight. against the green streak. Oh my, yeah, maybe a little too green because Sakura, while hitting Nemona, able to duck that flying attack by Mabel, but still Mabel catching with that Hurricane Rana. Mabel in the last few seconds have done more damage to herself than to anybody else in this fight. Look at this submission hold. I'm not sure why she really broke it up. Interesting submission. Never seen that one in the AWE, I'm gonna be real. Drops it on the both of them. Nemona is, at the very least, smart. Incredible strategy so far. But strategy can only get you so far. Because look who is in the ring alone right now. These two scrolls into that pinfall. One. Just a one. Y'all, they got a whole lot more fight left in them. I'm not sure if we've really seen any finishers hit yet. Dropped on the ropes. But maybe I spoke a second too soon because she's got him up. Pokebomb. Nemona connects with it, doesn't go for the pinfall, now goes with it. Look over there, Mabel's still groggy, she's still stunned. She just came back to her senses, able to save resiliency on Sakura. My gosh. Like to keep in mind, Sakura's taking the most damage in this fight. Likely because with these two small individuals, she has the biggest target painted on her back. She's raged up. Has the finisher, tosses Mabel. Oh my gosh, the knee! And the good knee! Goodness, that's why she had the target painted on her back. She had Mabel with that knee, stuns her, then the good knee on Nemona for one, for two, and resiliency's burned on Nemona. Oh my gosh. Wild. What a sequence by Sakura Ogami. If we had picture-in-picture replay, I'll tell you what, we would be going down, and that replay would be shining brightly. Nemona, I'm not sure what you were trying to do there. It ain't work, though. It ain't work at all. Mabel thinking. Sakura got the steel steps in her hands. Goes for the pinfall. Wait. I was gonna say, Nemona, no resiliency. Sakura realizing that, saying, alright, I gotta focus in on this child instead. But look at that, Mabel, a little too crafty. Backstabber. But kicks by Nemona, who's not out of this fight in the slightest yet. I want you to pay attention in terms of, like, the body damage. Nemona's taken the least of it. She could still win this fight. She could easily burn resiliency on somebody else, however. She's in the hands of the ogre. Dropped onto the ropes. Thinking, not thinking about anything. Really, the only one with a signature and finisher right now is Mabel. And she might be, she tried to use it. Reversal by Nemona. And here's the thing. Now she's got the Pokebomb lined up and ready. Sakura looking to do even more damage, take somebody out potentially with that ladder. Oh, but she was distracted. I keep saying, Nemona is out of resiliency, but Sakura's getting in there so quickly. It's the long legs. They might be hurting, but I'll tell you what, they still work, huh? Toss in the corner. Mabel stopping her with a neck breaker, jumping neck breaker. Focus back in on Nemona. Here's the thing. Oh, Nemona with the reversal. Tried to use the ropes to her advantage, but again, that jumping neck breaker. Nemona's hurting bad. Sakura up to her feet. And what is Mabel thinking here? Oh my gosh! Twisting double legs to the back! And I'll tell you, if Mabel were to roll out, Sakura might be able to get an easy pin on Nemona, but look at this. Black Widow locked in deep. Sakura reverses into a sidewalk slam. Nemona. Hurricane Run on Sakura. Takes down Mabel. I was going to say, who is she going for at this point? Hold on, Mabel with the reversal. Oh, Nemona has been in so much trouble in this fight. Started off so hot. Tried to hit that knee again. Instead, Sakura gets turned around. Sakura with a reversal. lifts up Mabel, drags her over, tosses her middle of the ring. A lot of respect Mabel is earning at this point. It looks like, admittedly, Nemona's just enjoying the show for a second, saying, yeah, battle! That's what it looked like on the outside, and now all of them are on the outside. Sakura has that kendo stick in hand. She's the best one in the division to use that thing. She knows exactly how to use it, how best to get its effectiveness. Look at this. We saw Nemona do this earlier. Shades. This time, Mabel doing it, trying to slide into the ring, get a quick and easy pinfall on Nemona. Nemona able to get right back up, and instead, suffering this move, maybe power bomb, or rather the polka bomb. Sakura still has the steel steps in her hand. Is she going to be able to get here quick enough to break it up? 2. No, she would not have been quick enough. If Mabel did not have resiliency, Sakura would not have been quick enough. But maybe Sakura just said, hey, let me take my time. 1, 2, 3. Mabel wasn't quick enough. This time, Sakura steals the victory. Sakura goes on to the Masquerade Brawl. My gosh. Sakura now sees the path. She sees how to get to the All-Star Championship. Will she be able to get there? We'll see at Brawloween. She'll have to fight twice in one night, potentially, to become champion. If anyone can do it, I mean, if anybody can do it, it's probably Hina, but she doesn't need to. She's got a match against March. If anybody can do it, other than Hina, I mean, there's probably other people who could do it other than Sakura. She's probably like a little bit lower down the list, but she's probably up there in the upper echelons. Congratulations once again to Miss Sakura Ogami. And that's our show. We ended off with Sakura picking up the big victory over two very game competitors, Yosuke, and Sakura maybe deserved it after hitting that knee to Mabel and then the good knee to Nemona. Yosuke able to clutch up a victory against Arataki Itto and then attacked him after the match. Yosuke Y. Flair sent out the challenge. Eren answered, and admittedly, I don't want to say decimated Flair, but Flair did not have a good time. Susie, with the confidence of having Noelle at her side as the special guest referee, was able to take down Tsumugi, Shirogane, and lastly, Cassius stole a victory over these 1-2 princes. Congratulations to everyone involved. That is our show. Inferno is right around the corner this Friday. We know a lot that's gonna go on, a lot will go down, and we got nothing here. It's just there it is. That's all that we got. No real news, no real roster changes until next time, until Friday, a couple of days. Just tonight. Not tonight. Not tonight. We are done for tonight as we give me a nice little wa-cha-cha. The show will go on. Friday is Inferno. Get excited for it. I'm excited. Until then, Rebellion's taking off. Toodaloo, Flight Crew. Thank you for watching.